Good morning, Convert Church. My name is Tia Mang. My real name is pronounced Tiang, which means branch of a tree. Today, I would like to talk about my life in America, my experience versus my children's experiences. First, I would like to tell you a little bit about Cambodia, the history of Cambodia. Cambodia is also known as Cambodia and Khmer. We, as Cambodian, we always refer to ourselves as Cambodia or Khmer. It is located in the southern portion of Indochina Peninsula in Southeast Asia. Surrounded by Thailand, Laos, and Vietnam, the population of Cambodia is over 15 million. Buddhism is the official state religion. Khmer is our official language. In 1953, Prince Sihanouk, who ruled the country at the time, gained independence from France. And in 1965, the Vietnam War extended into our country, causing the Americans to bomb Cambodia between 1969 and 1973. They called it the Operation Menu. So they bomb us, breakfast, lunch, and supper. And most of our architectures, buildings, historical sites are in ruins because of the bombing. In 1975, between 1975 and 1979, the Khmer Rouge carried out the Cambodian genocide, resulted in the death of 1.5 to 2 million Cambodians or Khmers. This is the map and flag of our country. It is surrounded by Thailand, Laos, Vietnam, Gulf of Thailand, and South China Sea. Phnom Penh is our capital. Cambodian flag consists of red, white, and blue, and in the middle is our famous Angkor Wat. Here's my traditions and culture. On the top, you see Angkor Wat is the most famous historic site within Cambodia. And the monks are overlooking at the temple. The monks would go around house to house, door to door, to gather food for each day. That's how they feed themselves. So all the residents know that when the monks come by, we have to show them respect and we have to feed them. And Cambodia economy heavily depends on harvesting rice. In this slide, you see people are farming in the rice field. The bottom left is our famous traditional dance. It's called Apsara. It's a very powerful dance that tells lots of stories. And the bottom right is a traditional wedding. That's my niece's wedding. In my culture, when there's a wedding, the bride and the groom have to dress in royal costumes. Lots of jewelries, lots of beautiful colors and clothing. Now I will talk about my journey. I was born during the Vietnam War and the Khmer Rouge invasion. In 1978, I was born in Battambang Province, and the district of Mang Rét Say in Cambodia. I do not know the month and day of my birth because we do not share the same calendar as America. In my country, we only have 2 seasons, dry season and wet season, which is harvesting season. And I believe I was born during the harvesting season. In 1979, my family left Cambodia to avoid execution by the Khmer Rouge. At that time, my dad was away hunting, gathering, while my mom was home alone with 3 kids, my older sister, my older brother, and I. And when the Khmer Rouge came into our village, she had no choice but to gather up all of us and ran for our lives, with leaving everything behind. we were separated from our dad, but eventually we got reunited. Between 1979 and 1984, we escaped to Thailand and stayed in the refugee camp to be awaited to call to America. By 1985, we got transfers to the Philippines to be completely vetted before allowed into America. We arrived to the United States in the blizzard winter in February of 1986 with just our summer clothes. But luckily, they gave us a heavy coat. But luckily, they gave us heavy coats when we were on the plane. You see, coming to America is our only choice, the only way my family can survive. Due to the genocide war, we were without a country to call home. We had to seek refuge in whichever country accepted us. My experience in America. I started school at age 8 years old without understanding English was very difficult. In elementary school, kids would make fun of me because I looked different, I dressed different, and I couldn't speak the language. I walked 30 minutes to school rather than riding the school bus to avoid confrontation. In middle school, a group of girls would pick on the Asians just for fun. I stood up to them, so they bullied and attacked me daily. They would follow me home and wait for me. They would wait for me after school and follow me home, just so that they can pick on me. In high school, I thought my nightmare was over, but even though I was not physically attacked, a boy used to always make fun of me and call me names. I was attacked by 4 guys walking home from work, just a block away from my own house. Most of my brothers and sisters have been attacked in and out of school. In college, I tried making friends with non-Asians, but it was very difficult. After I graduated from college, I went to work with Ford Motor Company, one of the largest automakers. I decided to leave corporate America because I felt overlooked and left behind. So I decided to come back to Philadelphia and start my own business. Until this day, I am being treated like I don't belong here. They would stop me at the door and go through all of my bags when I go shopping, and even mention that I am the reason I'm stealing people's jobs, and I'm coming here to get free health care, free welfare, and just everything handed to me for free. My kids' experiences, although they did not go through the things that I went through, but when my daughter was in first grade, kids used to tease her about her Cambodian homemade lunch. I immediately put an end to it by bringing everyone spring rolls and taught them about our culture. Thankfully, my kids did not have to endure any of the hardship I went through because they were born in America. This is the only country they know. In conclusion, against all odds, my parents were able to save all of their children and escape from the horrific killing of the Khmer Rouge. I am extremely blessed to be given an opportunity for a better life and to set a strong foundation for my children and their children. Like many Asian Americans, we play important roles in help building America, the land of the free and the home of the brave. Here are some important contributions by Asian Americans. We helped build the railroads. We influenced new laws and policies. We designed and built beautiful monuments and architectures. We developed new gene probes that detect cancer earlier than usual. We created web portals, email and video sharing. We fought for fair labor practice for farmers. We created mixed martial arts, fashion, evolution of American cuisine, and the list goes on.